This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everybody. I am Mitch English.
I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
It's been about a year ago, but the Murdaugh murders, I mean, just how it had everybody enthralled in what's going on. Of course, there was the documentary, I think, on Netflix and such.
Yeah.
It's called the Southern Scandal and stuff. Well, we all know what happened, of course, to Alex Murdaugh, but his son is pretty much the only one left, Buster. Well, he's like, I ain't got a job. I'm going to need some money. So he's suing Netflix because they, what he says is that they inferred that he is the one who killed the 19-year-old on a remote road. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So while they never in the show said that he had done it, they show a character, you know how they do reenactments, had red hair and carrying a baseball bat, okay, inside of that. So one would to believe, according to Buster, that they were referring to him. Well, he said, well, I didn't do it. So you were, I'm going to sue you for slander. And so now he's going to be able to do that. Looks as if the case is actually going against Netflix. So this is not done by all means. And Buster needs some money. So if you think about that.
I do recall in that documentary they were suggesting that maybe the two had some sort of interactions prior to him being killed. I don't know what those interactions were and what their relationship was like, but
they were ambiguous about that, what it was. And
it romantic.
No, did they?
Yeah, they made it seem like he was having a fling with him.
And maybe,
I think they maybe alluded to it and allow you to figure that out.
And in that community, it was like a no-no for homosexual like relationships.
Right.
That was what mainly they thought why that kid was killed.
Was highly suggested that was the reason behind it.
So defamation lawsuit. So that means it's not going away, and that whole story is just crazy. And matter of fact, I think Alex got even more time. What was it, like a month, 2 months ago?
I think he did.
Back for. So he's not going to get out of jail anytime.
And then they did a follow-up to the original Murdaugh murders, and then they sort of, from a couple of different people's perspective, there was a juror, and then there were a couple of other people. I think there was a house manager.
Yes.
And she was talking about how the food was moved and the clothes were moved. It was like very odd, strange things happened.
I think out of all of this, if this does kind of continue on, everybody's going to go back and watch it again because they're going to see what they're talking about. So it's going to be a good thing for Netflix. So we'll see.
Officers in Austin, Texas arrested a man named Optimus Prime after he was caught driving a stolen vehicle. The arrest report says that 37-year-old Optimus Prime Blakely was charged with the unauthorized use of a car. The affidavit alleges that Blakely was stopped by officers after he was pulled over for driving a car that was reported stolen. The name Optimus Prime was made famous by the 1980s cartoon Transformers, which was later turned into several blockbuster movies. In the movies, alien robots, they go into hiding on Earth as vehicles, everyday items, animals, insects. As a robot in disguise, Optimus took cover as a red and blue semi-truck. As for the man with the Transformer name, Blakely was taken to jail where he was held on an $8,000 bond.
Who knows if he's going to get out by all means. But what a crazy, maybe he loves the movie. Maybe he's a big Michael Bay fan.
When I first heard when I hear the Optimus Prime voice, I think it's Liam Neeson. But have you ever seen the real guy that voices Optimus?
Does not look into. None of the voice actors do.
No,
you see the guy that plays Winnie the Pooh.
For Optimus Prime, it's like this, just this big foreboding, and then you see the guy who actually voices it, and it's.
I think the biggest surprise I ever had was on on Family Guy. The guy who does the voice for Cleveland Brown is this white guy, this old white guy.
The mom from Bob's Burgers is a guy.
That I did know.
Okay,
I think even the daughter is a guy voice too. So and they do have that. We move on now to North Carolina, where a waitress there says she was fired for posting a video of a customer eating dinner with an inflatable doll, and we got the video. She posted the video while on the job at the Restoration Hardware restaurant. She turned the camera on, showed the male diner seated across the room with an inflatable female doll propped up on the seat. The dude was feeding it, okay? Grapes. And so she gets it and she writes, turns the camera back around. She goes, no words. Well, anyway, she posted it. Millions of people looked. Yeah. She got one comment from the guy who said it was him. And this made me feel a lot better. He said, I lost a bet and I had to go do this.
Sure he did.
It's a great excuse. From now on, I'm using that by all means.
Anything you do wrong, I lost a bet.
But it does sound like one of those fantasy football bets that you would have to do something like that.